you. Pop a 40 and check your rollies. It's crime time.
Brooklyn, Brooklyn. We're bringing it. We're bringing the hood to you. We're bringing it. What you gonna do? We're bringing it. We're bringing the hood to you. We're bringing it. Yeah, that's how. Hey, yo, no more Hollywood. Nah. This is Hollywood, and it's crime time. Be scared? You probably should. I come from the streets. I was raised in the gutter. I run up on your mother for that bread and butter. Mess around with these crooks. Get your property took. Robbing is my job. I get paid off the books. Marvin with my squadron coming through stomping. Brooklyn, Brooklyn, who want problems? I could care less about a copper. They call me the copper stopper. But you want something proper. No need to pack your bags. No need to move.
This is the inspirational savior of wrestling, The Summit. That was memorable. In Los Angeles,
Yes.
the stars of stars. Here comes the pain. That ain't what Sable said. Because you got to be a Bo Lever. That's the reason we call him the show off, not the spell off. It wasn't as good as Bo Dallas, Bo Staker, Bo Misship, Bo Hayton. Bo up. You can slap tornadoes. I can climb a mountain because I'll be at the top of the summit. You're listening to Wrestling with Attitude on Stitcher, on Spreaker, and on iTunes. Follow us on Twitter at WWA Show. Like us on Facebook at Wrestling with Attitude. And go to our website at WrestlingWithAttitude.com. And just believe in Wrestling with Attitude. All right, welcome back to the show. Get over it.
I hate Bo leaving.
Well, you can Bo leave.
That's what he did in NXT.
All right, brother.
You got to get it right if you're going to do it. Come on.
I know. I had it, and then
Bother.
the R
Bother.
just kind of stuck in.
Bo other.
Bo, no, that makes it worse.
There's Bo other anybody out there.
No. Bo Generation? Exactly. You're into Bo Generation. Boverse. You're into Boverse, too.
And you're Bo horrible.
I'm not Bo Horrible. Bovolution. Exactly. It's a Bovolution. Anyway, welcome back to the show. Before we went to break, we were talking about top 10s. Next week's top 10 will actually be a top 5 for Countdown. For Sound Off, excuse me. No infringements, trademark infringements.
Yeah, we don't want to go that route.
Yeah, because we don't do any infringements on these shows, do we? With the big boys play, huh?
Hey, that thing's up for grabs now, okay? That's up for grabs. Bischoff told me I could have that.
He said a lot of stuff to a lot of people over the years. You don't believe him?
Yeah, I actually will. I'll believe him before I believe Vince Russo. Oh.
Seeing as we're heading into WrestleMania, which is only 4 weeks away now.
Yeah.
About 4 weeks.
Now, 4 weeks.
We're going to do next week's top 10 will be top WrestleManias of all time.
Wow. All right.
So have your matches. Yeah, don't just tell me WrestleMania 3 because Hogan slammed Andre the Giant. And just don't say anything else. You better have Randy Savage in that and Ricky Steamboat if you say WrestleMania 3.
Okay. Do I have to have WrestleMania 3 on my list?
It would be extra credit.
Okay.
No,
I might not have WrestleMania 3.
If you don't, you might not be on the show anymore. Just pointing it out there.
Was that when you started watching wrestling? Because I feel like that was like your when did you start watching wrestling? Like what WrestleMania was
Did
the
I
one
watch?
that made your moment? Like I'm watching wrestling now.
Well, okay, listen. When I was a kid, WrestleMania 3 was the first moment in wrestling because I remember going to school the day before. And it's like, or the Friday before the weekend, and everybody at school was talking about Hogan and Andre the Giant. And I'm like, everybody saying Andre the Giant's got him. I was like, nope, Hogan's the win. You watch. And I come back and we talked about it. And then the first WrestleMania I watched was WrestleMania 4.
Wow.
With the tournament. Because WrestleMania 2, you really didn't watch anyway because it's a simulcast from Chicago to L.A. In L.A., they had Hogan versus King Kong Bundy in a cage.
What was in
then
Chicago?
in Chicago, I'm getting ready to get to it, they have Battle Royal with a bunch of the football players and some of the WWF stars.
They did
You know,
that?
they had William the Fridge Perry was in the Battle Royal. Bill Fralick. I don't think LT wasn't in it. Richard Dent was in it from the Bears. There was a bunch of football players in it.
Wow.
But it wasn't really organized, like one event like WrestleMania 1 was. WrestleMania 1 was huge. And I remember seeing some of that on MTV. They had it on MTV.
Because of Cyndi Lauper and all the other stuff.
The Rock and Wrestling.
Which has the greatest red hair ever.
So that wasn't on pay-per-view then?
No, those weren't on pay-per-views. Pay-per-view really didn't start until WrestleMania 2.
WrestleMania 1 wasn't on pay-per-view?
WrestleMania 4. No, it wasn't on pay-per-view. It was simulcast because they had it shown at like movie theaters and MTV.
Okay.
They didn't really have pay-per-view back then.
Gotcha.
Oh. I was about to say, like, how the hell did they make their money then? Because he had a lot of people on that.
Souvenirs and
Man.
you go to a movie and watch it when they showed it.
Because, I mean, he had a lot of money put into WrestleMania 1.
No, it was all in.
And hopefully he makes that much money this year. I mean, from what we see...
Dude, he's making money off of souvenirs.
Yeah, just off of souvenirs alone, he's probably making more than he made at WrestleMania 1. You're probably right on that.
And with that, and why you think the WWE Network's free?
Because he's making a lot of money right now.
He's losing money, but he's making money.
By the way, the birthday celebration was crap, but we'll get to that. The network birthday celebration.
I'm saying you didn't say that. But next week is top 5 WrestleMania moments of all time. I will have a poll up later today, tomorrow, that will have different moments. You can go to WrestlingAttitude.com, vote on your favorite, share on Facebook, go to our website and vote, or tweet us at WWE Show. And share with us your top 5 WrestleManias of all time. Since we're going to WrestleMania.
Of course.
So, I'm still trying to be excited. I'm not as excited as I used to be for WrestleMania.
What?
Dude, it's Daniel Bryan. Thank you.
We don't know yet.
Daniel Bryan's
not
killed
know
it.
yet.
Daniel Bryan has killed wrestling for me right now with the main event picture. I loved everything else. So.
But we don't know yet.
What?
The John Cena Rock Miz thing is what killed WrestleMania for me.
Really?
You see,
That sucked so bad.
no. I would
mad
disagree. The Miz at WrestleMania was great.
No, I didn't say he wasn't.
The angle, yes.
Yes, that's what I didn't like. Is I don't look at it because the wrestler that's in it. I look at it as the angle side of it.
Yeah.
What's the big picture that we're looking at here? I understand that The Rock and Cena was the angle that we're looking at, and Miz was the pawn in the whole thing. I don't like that because then it makes it seem like Miz isn't relevant.
I love the fact the Miz won. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not like they already had. He's a side product of the equation already, like you're saying.
Yeah.
He doesn't matter. He's off to the side.
Yeah.
He's on beat John Cena at WrestleMania, but it doesn't mean nothing.
Absolutely.
That's the problem. And I remember leaving that arena that night because I was there. Everybody in that arena was mad because Miz won, but no one cared because they paid all the attention to Rock and Cena.
Yeah.
They did nothing for the Miz.
See, the thing that killed me was the whole Rock and Cena thing the first time.
Yeah.
Well, no,
'Cause then
because it
you
happened
do the
again.
second time,
Well,
yeah.
it's twice in a
But we
lifetime.
knew it was going to happen because Rock wanted a final run in WWE. He wanted the championship one more time. So you knew
He's not done yet, though.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We don't know if he's done.
Dude, he's not done
He
yet.
ain't getting the championship again. And if he does, you want to talk about not watching WrestleMania? I ain't watched WrestleMania.
So, Rock and Cena had their first match.
Yep.
No, I didn't get to see this. This is during the hiatus that I had. Rock beat him the first time for the title.
No.
No.
The first time it was not for the title.
No title.
But so Rock just beat him.
The second time was for the title.
So Rock beat him twice.
Nope. Cena beat him the second time for the title.
Yeah. Rock beat him the first time just for being
Just-
The Rock.
Just being the Rock.
So when do they have the rubber match?
Who knows? There's been talks. I hope they don't do it again because the first time was billed as once in a lifetime.
Yeah, it was a whole year, wasn't it?
It was once in a lifetime. but then they do it a second time the next year. So
Yeah.
now it's twice in a lifetime.
But it was for the championship.
If we do it 3 times in a lifetime, you might as well be counting cats and stuff because you got 9 lives. Just stupid.
And by the way, Dutch, they really call that rubber match?
Yeah.
Is that-
Rubber match.
The
Yeah.
best out of 3. That's
Best out of
rubber
Is
three.
that
It's
a
a
rubber
rubber
match?
match.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not used to that lingo.
match. well, no, I understand. You're not used to rubber. I understand. I mean,
You know that hurts me in places I can't talk about on here, okay?
I mean,
Just hit puberty. I just hit puberty.
there's enough right there. I mean, you just hit puberty. You're not used to rubbers.
If I had a nickel every time you played that on there, I would be rich. I really would be.
You know what it does?
Makes our day.
makes our day.
It makes our day. So,
We love you guys' feedback.
We do. We
Right.
do love you guys.
I could do this all day. I mean, it's great.
Oh man.
All right.
You're going to get that in there now as a rubber match. It's going to be on there. What's a rubber match?
JP, what you got to say?
You know what? It's typical people. People who are the face only want to do what they want to do. Look at Randy Orton. I mean, they fit one. They're like 2 peas in a pie with each other, man.
All right.
I love how
that's
that
all
one-
JP got to say.
I love how that one starts because I'm like, hey, JP's back. I'm like, oh, man, it's just a soundbite.
Yeah, I know you were excited from it. But anyway, our top 5 WrestleManias of all time.
All
Okay?
right.
All right. So, we could do matches, but this way
No.
you do it the whole thing. And there's been some great matches at different. You can tell me your worst too. We can do top 5 best top WrestleMania moments and your top 5 worst moment.
Yeah.
If you want, it doesn't matter. But tweet us at WWA Show and
Yeah, please tell us what your favorite one was, because I mean, we all have that one favorite WrestleMania that everybody remembers. I mean, and I don't care if it was last year's WrestleMania. If you say last year was your favorite WrestleMania, we got some problems, but it's cool. I mean,
let me tell you, here's my problem. Last year I didn't get to see WrestleMania until I got home out of the state.
You were still
I was in
disappointed.
Italy, and I didn't get to watch it that night. It was horrible. I hated that WrestleMania.
yeah.
And just the last couple years, last 2 years before that, you had Cena and The Rock. You had CM Punk versus The Undertaker. I loved it at just wrong time for that match. But anyway,
Yeah.
let's talk about Raw from Monday.
Yeah.
We had Raw was in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nashville, huh?
Randy Orton came out. The Authority comes out. Yeah.
Oh, man, I was happy when I heard Orton's music. I was like, yes, he's back. I love Orton. I love his character, but please, go on.
Anyway, he came out. They talked for a minute. Stephanie says what Rollins did to Orton is nothing compared to what Orton has done to her and her family, which is absolutely true because they've had some moments. She wants to have a meeting, Orton accepts, so they go to the back. They walk out of the ring. Bad News Barrett versus Ziggler with R-Truth on the commentary. Now we got R-Truth in this picture. Come on.
Oh, it was so bad, too.
Ziggler wins with the zigzag, and then Ziggler and Barrett, or Ziggler and Truth stare down at each other. So now I guess we're having a 4-way at WrestleMania.
No, I think what's
looks
going to
like-
happen
It looks like it.
is it's going to be Barrett versus Ambrose, and then it's going to be a number one contendership for the Intercontinental is going to be Ziggler and Truth. That's what I
That's
see.
right. Ambrose stares down with Ziggler. Sorry.
Yeah,
Not
that's
R-Truth.
yeah. Oh, see, yeah, that was.
No, that's what I'm saying. There was
yeah.
going to be a 4-way.
Truth does not deserve to be in it. Sorry.
Did I? No, you're good. Did I miss something?
What are you talking
Isn't
about?
Bad News Barrett still the champion?
Yes.
Yeah.
So why do you think it would be Ziggler and who?
Truth.
For the title at WrestleMania?
Because Truth beat Barrett at a he beat him on a SmackDown.
So
didn't
you
he?
don't think it's going to be? Yes, he did, but it's not. You're not including Ziggler and Ambrose in this match.
I just think it's going to be Ambrose and Barrett. I don't think Ziggler
You
does not
think-
need to be in the title. Not